me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. In this very particular last episode, let's talk about spiritual bank and its currency. The reason I really want to talk about this, I guess, is because I really thought I have already shared this information with you guys a while back, like long back, but then only to realize maybe that's just information I share in the membership, but not openly with you all. So anyway, just based on all the questions you guys have for me, so I realized, let me just really quickly sum it up for you guys. So just see if I can make it very clear. This whole thing all start with, if you look back to previous couple episodes, something about the ghost contract, and then I'm telling you, just simply charge them. You simply charge them, and then, they can do them. So you don't have to always worry or afraid of what they do, etc. You just simply have to charge them, because it's basically based on, how the soul have this big umbrella respect. Any disturbance or anything like that, they should pay per use. Get it? So sure enough, many of you ask me, how do you charge? How do you get cash out? And etc. So I figure instead of me getting into detail how you get charged, etc., it's better we understand how does the system work. So just for your information, is aside from what we know as a bank, like every spirits have their bank account, but what's so-called bank account is not so much just like a bank account money-wise, only money. They all have a bank account that is accumulated life after life. So, disregard how many life that you have accumulated by far. You have a bank account that you're able to access every years, that every life or every incarnation that you choose to come into, and then you can kind of use the fund inside this bank account. And since this bank account is not just the money, it basically cover all area. It could be the wealth that you accumulated in this bank account basically can be transferred or converted into the sense of abundance or, wealthiness, or, when you feel content, fulfilled. It can be in any form. Basically, you can convert whatever you accumulated in this bank account into whatever form that you prefer it to be that would benefit you in that particular life. And yes, of course, it can be converted into the currency too, if you find that's what it will fit you. But then again, if you're an animal or etc., then you don't really need it, right? So basically, just imagine that you have a bank account like being accumulated life after life, and then you can access it whatever or whenever, whatever form you want, or whenever you find fit to use it, etc. So basically, when I'm telling you to sign a contract with the ghost, every agreement that you send out to whether ghosts agree or not agree is basically well set into the process that it will automatically withdraw from the bank account of the spirit. So yes, ghosts may do some silly thing and believe they can rob you or steal from you or do whatever. But the reality is based on you pay per use, whether they as a ghost believe or not agree, it will automatically withdraw from their spiritual bank account. So many people would like to know, well, how can I build up my bank account? It actually is not so much about the money. It's not like the money you throw in there or burn those paper money for your ancestor. It doesn't work that way. It works more on the good deed. Then again, good deed have to base on what intention you have. So if you simply have an intention to build an account, therefore you set into the action to do a good deed, therefore that good deed doesn't really bank into your bank account. You have to kind of come from your authentic or pure intention, and then it also measure by how it impact the person that you give good deed to, or how many people it impact and how deep it impact. It actually calculated in I don't know what way. If you ask me, I'm being very honest with you, I don't know. But it does calculate it. But if I ever pay attention to things people they do randomly, like today I saw someone help someone cross the road, okay? And then that automatically will bank the person about somewhere between $3 or $5 US. So how does that get banked? I don't know. Maybe it just come from a good deed, like it was pure intention, it's the good nature to help someone, and I guess it have a lot to do with how it impact the person who's being helped as well. So anyway, just understand that. So it's nothing to do with the paper money that you burn, but it have a lot with the good deed you do with pure intention. So, and then it measure like the wealth by how many people it impact, how deep it impact, etc. So if you understand that, you will understand every spirit have a bank account, whether as a ghost you like it or you don't like it. And how does a withdrawal system happen? As I say, there's a conversion that's happening, which when we understand as a human currency, spirits have their form of currency as well. So when you set the your price tag, you can request you want the human currency or you want the spirit currency. If you request spirit currency, then as I say, it's kind of more or less, I would say. But right now, I would say 1, 2, 3 is kind of just average. And then there's a lot to do. And then why the spirit bank have a bigger interest, for example, it also have a lot to do with the purity of the spirits, the intention they want to do things, etc. That's why if they delay a payment, then usually the interest per year seems way more higher than what we see as a normal bank. It really have a lot to do with spirits' intention, and do they really need to do it? Because the reality is, once that ghost pass away, they can simply just move to the white light, which is totally free. But if they choose to hang around in this realm, which is okay, but then create disturbance on other people or create some kind of, frustration on normal human being, then they should pay for whatever damage they have done. So actually in the spiritual world, without you even claim anything, that should be put in place as well. But we just simply make it become more obvious, so you have a mutual agreement on the term instead of I don't know what and how. And based on the way it was before, it's almost like humans feel it's okay to be haunted by the ghost, just simply because there's nothing I can do. So anyway, so hope this will give you guys a little quick idea of how the spiritual bank work and how's the currency. Like, to make it clear, you can state your statement as, I want to charge you the spirit, I want to charge my rate in the spiritual currency. Spiritual currency can be converted in anything. It can be converted into your wealth or your happiness, your future, or whatever. Why, if you're demanding the currency of your own term, then it will most likely be converted into the currency that you know of. So just for your information, whatever thing you do, you can request your own currency or your spiritual currency. So it's totally up to you. And do I make it clear for you guys? Oh, another thing that I thought I add on to this while I'm on this topic. after the ghost contract, a lot of people will come to me and say, well, I don't own my own house, but I'm always bothered or haunted by the ghost. In that case, what should I do? In that case, you can really set a price tag on yourself. So the format that you can use is I so-and-so. My price, my rate is $20, spiritual coin or US dollar or Taiwan dollars or whatever dollar you like. You can say, use my Canadian dollar, for example. You can say, I so-and-so, my currency is $20 per person per hours. So, or per spirit, if you want to make it specific, not a person, because sometimes they don't come in person. You can just say, I would charge you per spirit, per hours. So in that case, whether they ghost, believing they are making a payment or not, just relax. It will automatically withdraw from their spiritual bank account. Okay? So if any of you have any more questions, I hope I answered that all. For any rate, if you request currency as your own currency, that's just a currency that you're asking. But if you're asking for spiritual currency, which understand it can be converting into any form that you like, and the rate is basically one, you can say I want 100 of spiritual currency basically. In reality, that will be converted in currency of your currency is 1, 2, 3. So it doesn't have area different. It's just simply how the currency will convert it into wherever you are. Okay? So anyway, hope that answered all the question. Again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always follow, share, and like. I see you guys next time. Bye now.